pass them between the three.
Okay. So we can shake this one, AD.
Okay, you've got to pass the microphone when you answer a question, okay?
Did I just hold it?
Well, what?
Me and him can pass it. You just go.
Okay, if everybody's ready, we'll go ahead and start with questions for Adrian, Isaac, and Ollie. If you can address your question to a person, that would be super helpful. We'll start with Russ.
You know, I wanted you to comment on your performance, especially the three-pointers.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm glad they all went in. You know, I haven't made one all season, so it feels great. I give credit to my teammates just finding me. I was open. I have to be a threat. I have to be more aggressive because we have a lot of great shooters, and it was my turn today to make shots. So.
Adrian, if you could just kind of talk about your mentality coming off the bench. It seems like you really come in trying to bring energy. You got 3 steals today. Just kind of talk about what your mindset is coming into these games and how comfortable you're feeling in your role right now.
I'm just knowing that I got to come off the bench, being an energizer bunny, and just having the utmost confidence in myself to help my teammates out. My role is being embraced on the defensive end this year, so I'm taking the biggest step into that this year. So trying to get better at that each and every time I step on the floor.
Yeah, kind of going off that, could you speak to just, you know, this is already the second game this year we've held somebody to under 20 points in the first half. Could it, you know, maybe you, but then if you two want to chime in, just kind of like what that takes from a defensive standpoint, and just you know, how you guys are able to do that tonight.
I feel like it's really like a mentality thing. We really just harp on defense each and every day of practice, knowing that we get picked on it and film about not being in certain spots, not being in the right spot. So we just harp on defense and knowing that it's a mentality thing. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts with our prep. You know, we take prep very seriously. You know, we watch a ton of film on every opponent, no matter who it is. We're watching a ton of film. Like, you'll hear our bench, like, screaming out their out-of-bounds plays. If we see them in a certain set, like, we know exactly what they're doing. Like, when you're that locked in on your prep, it makes defense a lot easier. And I think, you know, we're just flying around playing our guts out there as well. So
Yeah, and go off of that, like Isaac said, our prep is elite, and I'll give all credit to our scout team. Like, I was part of the scout team last year. They come in early for hours just prepping, all the coaches, the walk-ons, everybody on scout team, and the GAs. Just give them all credit for preparing us every single game. And the standard, no matter who we're playing. So.
Allie, how are you feeling just after having a year off, coming back from the surgery? Like, where do you feel you are in the comeback? Do you feel like you're at 100%? I know you said you finally knocked down a shot. How do you feel you're going right now?
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing good. Just getting back to it. It's only my 6th game. I know, yeah, my 6th game, I think, of the season. Just getting back to it, having fun. I love playing with these guys out there. And like you said, it's just been so long, just getting back in rhythm, and like I knocked the first shots down, and everything just all about confidence. Just getting back in to be confident, and I'm glad today was a big day for me. So it was good.
Have you seen him shoot threes like that in practice, or does he not take threes in practice?
Oh, he takes them. Yeah, he's a very capable shooter. I knew, you know, it was coming at some point. And, you know, he just needs to shoot it with confidence, because I know he can knock it down, especially when, you know, we got shooting all around. So, you know, people got to guard us on the three-point line. And when he's making shots like that, it makes us even tougher to guard. So I'm going to encourage him to keep shooting them.
I'll be passing the ball more. But yeah.
Coach always talks about not allowing struggles offensively to affect you guys' defense. And it really felt like today, even though in the first half things started out kind of slow, I think it was like 4-4 at the end of the first segment, it didn't feel like that bothered you guys. Like, was it a point to come out and really kind of dig in defensively tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you know, defense is a big emphasis for us. You know, we know we're very talented on the offensive end, and, you know, even if shots aren't falling, you know, we can still win the game with our defense. And I thought we did that tonight. You know, that was a talented offensive team, but we held them 46 points. So, you know, that's really good, and we're just going to continue to work and continue to watch film on our defense and just continue to get better and better each and every day.
Yeah, that's could be for any of you all, but just how much do you feel like you needed that game Friday in Cincinnati to where you guys start slow out of the gate? I mean, Coach talked about, you know, trying to get you guys to I guess play more physical at halftime. Just How much did you really need that to kind of have a game, where you're put in a position where you have to come back and you have to play more physical and, kind of, I guess kind of win an ugly game like that?
Yeah, I mean, Cincinnati provided a different challenge. We hadn't played a team as physical as them all year. They were number 2 defense in the country at that point. And I think we just proved we can win games with our defense. We're not always going to shoot the ball great every night. And on those nights, we need our defense to step up. And I think we proved that in that game. And we're going to continue to hopefully prove that as well.
Yeah, it was great having a game like this early in the season, too. Not most teams playing a game that physical. It's still November, early November. So it was just great going out the gate, playing as a long athletic team like Cincinnati. They were really good, really physical, and I feel like we responded well after starting slow, like Isaac said. And it's just great having a game like this.
Kind of building off that, where do you guys think you guys are now in terms of physicality-wise?
I think, physicality is something we harp on every single practice, every single game. We're only going to continue to get more and more physical. Practices are physical every day, and I think, the harder you prepare in practice, the easier games are. Especially against a team like this, they post up a lot. A big emphasis for us was trying to keep them out the paint. And to do that, you got to be super physical. And, games coming, we're going to have games coming up, where teams are going to be super physical as well, and we got to continue to match that.
Yeah, physicality is one of our emphasis of every game. So transition, rebounding, physicality, and toughness, that's what we rely on. That's the first thing before every game we talk about, and we're just going to continue being physical, being the most physical team on the court every single night we go out.
This is for Ali and for Adrian. You guys stepped up, had a huge role in the game in Cincinnati as far as coming in, the reserve guys coming in, kind of holding the line, even stepping up in some places. You guys, Kobe, Kenai, just as the mentality of the guys that are coming in as reserves. Like, do you all feel like you're one of the best units in the country off the bench?
I feel like that for sure. I feel like we can do the same thing that everybody else do. It's basketball, it's a game of runs, so things gonna happen, but we just hop on our teammates trying to pick each other up every time something happens or something messes up,
Yeah, just keeping the energy up and raising the level of the game. We come off the bench just like the starters do, just keep it up and keep playing. And that's the mentality we just come with. Just we all trust each other. We have a very deep team, and that's what we come in to do. So.
All right, thank you all.
Thank you.
Good here.
Thank you, guys.
And I get this to you.